Hey, dude, you're on camera, dude. North of Dillon Way. That's 640 Dillon. Dillon Drive. Dillon. Did I turn it off? Where did it go? Oh, it's right there. That's in straight, bro. Down. What's going on,
What's
Max?
up? Oh, look at you. You're home now. Love it.
Yeah.
Finally.
I'm dog sitting. My puppy's up somewhere back there. What's
What's
up, my
going
man?
on? Not much, brother. I wanted to, while I have you in here, ask a few questions and stuff.
Go ahead, man. What's up, man? You got my full attention.
Good. So, yeah, I mean, look, we did band and signs. We did, POAs. We did, stickers. We did, all the marketing and what stuff, and just want to know from you what we missing, because still haven't gotten anything yet, man. And I'm not counting the price. You know me. I'm persistent. I'm gonna keep pushing. But how long did it take you to get your first deal? And guide me a little bit through that, because it gets frustrating a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It definitely does get frustrating. Again, it happens. It took me, again, my first deal was a well, actually my second deal was a pre-foreclosure. My first deal was a C buyer. But my first one that I did myself was driving through a pre-foreclosure and what's it called? Delivering the package, the one that I told you, the USPS package.
Yeah.
And literally I got the call ASAP. As soon as I was done with that, the call was I wasn't even on the street when they called me back. Again, as far as you, again, consistency is gonna be able to be the one that needs to be done. That list that you have, the one that I gave you for the 5,000 in your area, I use that in my area, and this year so far I've gotten like 6 deals out of there. You know what I mean? But again, let's open San Antonio. You hear me, Mac? I don't know if I lost you.
No, I'm here. Okay.
Okay. So again, as far as the bandit signs, again, it's just consistency. I don't know. Again, I saw your bandit signs in your area. And that has to be just consistently 25 a week, 25 a week, 25 a week.
Let me tell you, abandoned signs, I don't get a lot of call from abandoned signs besides, actually wholesalers thinking that I'm a cash buyer, and I try to co-wholesale with them, and they really, and they don't want to do it. People here get greedy.
Okay, I get you. So again, it's just targeting your niche accounts, the ones that I show you how to get. Those are the ones that it's gonna be the niche, gonna be the pre-foreclosures. It's gotta be the bandit signs, the signs. Now, what is your average? Because I bet you there's people out there getting deals, right? You said you get calls from wholesalers trying to sell you their deals. Okay, so they're getting deals.
Yeah, they getting deals, but they put it now in marketing. I have a guy here. He's a friend of mine. He's putting out $1,000 a week. He's not being frugal like we are. You know what I mean?
What marketing is he
Not
doing?
1,000 a month. Like he got batch leads and he just text blast everybody. And then that's how he does it.
What type of deals is he getting?
Vacant properties when he told me last time.
Okay. Then I think the best you can do, again, because again, I wouldn't recommend you flooding the market with money, not knowing what are you targeting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Part of being frugal is knowing where to put your money.
I get it.
For you, I was gonna show you this little trick. I don't know if you see this. You see this?
Delivered notice, yeah.
Okay. These are insurance marketing techniques.
Okay.
So basically, you need to continue with the bandit signs and don't do anything else but driving for dollars. That's it. That's all you got to do. No cold calling, no nothing. Only cold call, you're driving for dollar leads, and continue on your niche, on the ones that you can do from your county. Because you're saying people are dropping all this money into that. Yeah, basically they're doing like probably, if he's dropping $1,000 a week, he's probably blasting.
No, a month is said.
So he's probably blasting around 30,000 people a month.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Again, it's good. Again, if he has the money. But again, for me, what I would do, okay, if he's getting vacant, I'm bet you pretty fact you get a big map of your area. Whenever you get a wholesaler calling you about your bandit signs, ask them for the address. If they don't want to give you the address, well, give me the neighborhood. And guess what you're gonna do?
Call these people?
No. Again, everybody's doing that. They're gonna beat you. They got cold callers lined up, calling people, and you want to go into that same. No. What you gotta do? You're gonna order some. Hold on. You're gonna drive the area
Hmm.
that they're getting their deals from, and you're gonna buy some door hangers.
Okay.
You see this door hanger? What does it
Life
say?
happens.
Is this, yeah, is this a buy a house signer? Is this a I want to buy your house?
No,
No, right?
no.
But guess what's in the back?
I buy houses. Yeah.
And why? I buy houses because of those reasons.
Yeah. Lost job, changing jobs. Okay.
This
Everything.
there's a bookmark for somebody.
Okay.
You see my books on it. This is a bookmark
Yeah.
for somebody. It doesn't have to be an I buy houses for somebody. Bookmark.
Right.
But then they have it in their house, right? I wouldn't mind putting this anywhere in my house. That's funny,
Yeah.
right? I heard this from a guy that was on a podcast. He was saying that he's like, how do you get this leads consistently with all this competition, phone calls and everything? Door hangers.
Hmm.
Not I buy house door hangers because people hate those. This hangers, funny hangers. But in your back is your information.
Did you get like any deals out of that?
I need to first get them delivered.
Okay.
I got 5,000 of them. But
Where'd
I'm
you
gonna
get them from?
hire Vistaprint.
Vistaprint. Okay.
Yeah. So that's $300. It was $200 for like 2,000. And once you go into the checkout, they upsell you.
Yeah.
So I bought 5,000 of these for $300, which is like, I think it's like 3 pennies
Yeah.
per. Super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm looking for a company to deliver them.
Yeah.
Because if this top guy is telling me that these are more beneficial than cold calling, it is, because it's not an I buy a house sign. It's just
Yeah.
a funny door hanger. And it happens. Life happens. Yeah, life happens.
Yeah, that's true.
So again, you need to be the person that's people that cold call, you got 20 people, right? If I have a basket of fruits that I got delivered to you,
Yeah.
if I call you to confirm that you're there, what's better, me calling you or just me knocking on the door? Hey, I got your delivery.
Yeah.
You're gonna get their message first.
Right.
So basically, what you're gonna do, you're gonna buy these, and you're gonna drive the areas, and you're gonna drop them off physically. Hey, why are you dropping this off in my house? Hey, my boss just hired me to drop this off. Again, it's a funny old door hang, but in case again you have anybody that wants to do this in the back, again, we are open in the business of doing that, and it has your number in the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the other one that you had? The other one, the notice or whatever?
So this, if it's a vacant house, right?
It's a delivery notice. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not what the technique that was used in the let me pick up this call. Hold on. Yeah, hello. 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 Okay. So this technique that they gave there at the insurance company, it says delivery notice, important time and date, sensitive material. And it has your address, the delivery date, the time, and what you put. There's 3 things here. You see right here.
I see.
First attempt, second attempt, final attempt. If I get this in my door and it says final attempt for me to get something delivered, am I gonna call you back?
Yeah, you're gonna call back.
Fuck yeah, you're gonna call me back. It says final notice, I don't get something delivered. Okay, but then what's gonna be your call like? That's the reason why I don't want to call. What did they call me and I don't know what to say? Well, yes, my boss actually bought a house nearby. He had got his house broken into. So he wanted just to let you know that that's happened in this area because again they broke into his truck, in his construction truck, and he wanted to drop off some security companies that he hired to prevent the crime. Again, he bought a house down the street on Main Street. Again, but yeah, he wanted to drop off some information. Do you want me to drop it off, or I can text it to you? Just get whatever number from whatever what's it called, security company. Oh, and by the way, again, he always tells me to people that if they are interested in getting a cash offer, again, we bought one down the street. Thank you. That's how the call's gonna sound when you call you back on this. And on this, yeah, my boss is, well, who told you to come in? Yeah, my boss just told me to drop off this. Again, is you can use it as a bookmark. It's funny. Again, but if you know somebody in the back that wants to sell or whatever,
Yeah.
just call us.
Yeah.
And then the houses that you see, you're gonna basically flood the whole neighborhood. You're gonna drop out this off in all the neighborhoods, in all the houses in the neighborhood. On the houses that are ugly and vacant, those are the ones you're gonna skip traces.
Gotcha.
Those are the ones that you're gonna drop this off.
Yeah. And that one is Vista Print too, or no?
No, this one, I bought them from the insurance company itself. I've had them for a while.
Okay.
But you can just, there's basically just what's it called, Post-its.
Yeah.
They have a little sticker on it, and you can stick them.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's how you're gonna eliminate. Now you can drop out the other. You gotta have at least the other ones still being done. The bandit signs, the stickers,
Yeah.
which are the cheapest ones. But you gotta add this, which is gonna be cheap. It's not just gonna ask you for your time. Because it won't be that much gas. Because you're gonna be walking. You're gonna be in the one neighborhood probably 2 hours to drop this off. So you know what I mean? It's not gonna be that much gas. It's gonna be a lot of work, which is good. You're gonna know every single area, and they're gonna know you. So when they see your number here in the back, and your number in the bandit signs, and your numbers in the stickers, that creates trust. This guy is really doing all this.
Do you put your name back there or no?
No, no name. Just the
number,
whatever, and the number. That's it. On this, you can put whatever name. On this, you put whatever name you want. Ace, Mag, Justin, Ed, Jerry. Doesn't matter.
And do you send out like written offers sometimes, or you don't send out when or you just do phone calls and then you close them on the phone?
Yep. Usually I'm local, I drive, but I give them a range. Let me show you this real quick.
So you don't send written offers and stuff?
Nope. It's costly. It costs a lot to send a written offer. Well, again, because it worked for me, what I do, I started using the ARIA reply. Excuse me, guys, I'm eating a donut. So, in the ARIA reply, it says, "Hey, Alex, my boss bought a house down the street. He mailed you a letter with a cash offer. Did you get it? Comma, I can text it to you too."
Yeah.
Other ones that reply, "What's the offer?" "Hey, yeah, my boss, it was dated. It was a bright green envelope, dated 6/2. Offer range 68, 325 to 95, 275. Net to seller. Does that work or probably not?" Simple. Simple. The good thing about our reply, I'm hitting them like 7 times in a month.
So let me ask you this now. Are your clients and customers all Spanish, or they have they are American?
No, not they. Probably like 80% know English. You got like the 20% range that they don't know English, so you gotta be bilingual. Which, thank God, I already hired a virtual assistant, a cold caller in Spanish, Nicaragua. At $3 an hour for the first month just to test it. If I like it, $4 an hour.
Okay, well,
bilingual.
the reason why, how there's a culture difference there, right? And Spanish, we get along more and stuff, and there's a culture like here in New Jersey is a little bit different, man, when it comes down to this. So I'm not
It sounds
sure.
like New Jersey is a bunch of assholes.
I'm gonna move to Texas then, so we can do this shit together there.
No, no.
Okay.
You and me, we're gonna open San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. I want you to put some money in your pocket, man. I want you to start, and I know you're committed to growing it. So I'll put the money, and then we'll JV on the deals.
Okay.
But again, I need a schedule from you because basically, again, the best way to be able to overcome cold calling people is, you know what, Mac, I'm hiring you as a cold caller. That's the mentality. I don't know how I got the info. I don't know why I'm calling you. I'm just gonna ask you this. That's the way that I was able to overcome the cold calls. I'm just doing my job. I could pay $10 an hour. You want to be an asset to me? Perfect. Again, I gotta feed my family, so I gotta take your bullshit to be able to feed my family. So it's basically gonna be a cold call, saying, "Hey, the list that I told you I got close to 500,000 worth of data, records. What's it called? I probably have like 300,000 data points in San Antonio, the other area. I got San Antonio, El Paso, Dallas, Corpus, Austin. I got all Texas basically.
Okay.
All right, but I need somebody that's committed to cold calling, because all you're gonna do is cold calling. You're not gonna text you. You're gonna cold call it.
Arturo.
All right.
Hey, wait. What's going on, brother?
Thanks,
Good
brother.
afternoon, sir. Hey, so on those cold calling VAs, so what are they doing for you? How are they screening? Are they going through a checklist for you? How do you work that?
The same thing that I just said. But hey, this is basically like, you probably know my script. Hey, boss, give me something to call you. Is this your house? Well, first, actually, I didn't even do that. Did you get our letter? What letter? Yeah. Did you get a letter? It's like, no. Your house is on Main Street. Yeah. Did you talk to my boss? No. So you're creating confusion. You see, what happened is that my boss bought a house in the area. Perfect. Well, you know what? Are you interested in getting a cash offer? He's like, yeah, okay, perfect. Well, I can do two things. I can ask you a few questions right now, probably like four or five questions, and I can give you more or less a range cash offer. Or I can have you contact my boss in the next 48 hours, and he'll give you an offer. What works for you better? They're like, oh, I'll go ahead and give me an offer. Okay. Year of the house, any issues with the electrical, plumbing, or AC, any rehabs, perfect. And all you gotta do, you go to Zillow, 40. I do a 40 to 80% of the tax value. So if it's worth 100,000 on the tax value, not on the Zillow value, the tax value. If the tax value is $80,000, then I go, yeah, our price range is gonna be probably around 60 to 85K. Does that work for you? And you say no, thank you. Follow up. That goes to the follow-up query. I might call that one. Why? Because you already got it. It's a warm contact. Before we hang up, what would be a good offer for you? Okay, maybe my boss hits his head and he wants to give you an offer at a higher price. You get a number from them. Oh, it's gonna be 95. Perfect. Guess what you do? You run it by me, or you run it by Mag or whatever. You know what? 90 works. The reason why I say those tax values, because those tax value data, they get their yearly statement saying how much the house is worth on the tax value. Usually the tax value is around, on some places like 8%, no, 20% off. On some places they're probably like 60% off the actual market value, because a lot of people, they work their
it's normally lower.
Yeah, they either have the homestead exemption or they fought the taxes, et cetera, et cetera. So that's basically the cold call. Hey, yeah, just following up. Did you guys get our cash offer? What are you talking about? Yeah, my boss mailed the cash offer to a house on Mary Street. He's like, I have a Mary, but I never. Are you Robert? He's like, no. See, what happened is that my boss bought a house on June Street. She mailed, I think the guy's name was Robert, the owner of the house, on Mary Street. He's like, well, my house is Mary. How did you get my number? And then you ask him, well, is that the only house on Mary? They're like, no. we'll probably got the wrong number. But again, we are interested in buying that area. In case you want a cash offer, I can give you ask 5 questions right now, and I can give you a cash offer right now. Or if you don't want, you want to talk to my boss and chat on him, you'll get on the line, and then you can ask the questions, and then he'll give you the cash offer. Again, that's the conversation. You patter, interrupt their asses in the front, the beginning. You stumble them by asking this question: hey, did you get our letter? And I'm pretty sure 99% of the times, that's not the only house on Mary Street. And if you know a little bit about phones, they get mad by areas. Oh, how'd you get our number? Well, my boss gave me your number. How do you get it? Well, I don't know, but probably because of proximity. Some numbers are given by areas. But it sounds like you're not interested again. But if you're interested, I can patch you to my.
Yeah, you can just oh, hey, you're 813. I'm calling 814. Holy cow! Hey, well, exactly. Anyway, are you interested in selling your home before I let you go?
Yeah. Now they're hearing you out because they're intrigued. And that's the cold call that I do. So that's what Mac's gonna be doing. Just that. That's what I do. That's what my VA is gonna be doing. My cold caller is gonna be doing, is just calling people like that.
Do you ever move to a lease option if the cash price doesn't work, or are you just done with them?
I do subject twos. In Texas, again, I know they're possible to being done, the lease options, but I usually just do the wraps, sub 2 wraps, where I can just take over payments. Go ahead.
So you just find out where their mortgage is and try and.
Yeah. So I asked them a few questions, again, mortgage payment, etc. Like this lady today, she texted me. She has a house. You did not text me off. You see another one. You see, I'm being. What does it say? Let me see. Let it focus a little bit. Hold on. So you see how pattern interrupts. You mess with the people's heads. Alex, you did not text me the offer on the house. And let me show you what the text was. You see, it's so simple. What does it say there? What was the first text? Hey, Antonio, it's Alex. My boss buys houses and saw whatever. Did you get his cash offer? I can text it too. And then K, okay, what's the offer? Simple. It's simple. It's so simple. Like, again, this is what you learn from pattern interrupt and how people react to things. Intrigue is one of the things that kills a cat. Curiosity. You gotta be able to pick their people's curiosity. And what I do, again, let me just this was in the morning, and that was that. The way that I like REI reply, because I get delivered much more than others, because I had to literally buy 5 phone numbers. I'm blasting 1,000 texts a day, basically. That's my goal. All right. So I had to buy 5 phone numbers to blast 200 numbers a day, so that I won't get flagged. And I can still blast 10,000, 1,000 a day, but I don't get flagged. So like this house that she texted me on, it has a silo of 82, has a tax value of 37. So my offer is gonna be, again, I have pre-populated, and let me send it right now real quick. Send offer, okay. It was mailed, brand new envelope dated 6/12, change the date a little bit, 6/12, 4/38. See, this house, it has a little range, so let's do 33, which is gonna be the front end, and 250, not 59. Probably, yeah, let's do 59 or 61. It sounds a little bit more than 59.
Hey, so how'd you come up with that number? You have an offer calculator or something?
Silo. Like I was mentioning, what I do on Silo, I go on the Silo number. I go based on the Silo value. I go based on the tax value.
Okay.
So on this one, let me share the screen. Let me see where you guys are at. Share. Where is it? Not this one. This one. Share. So here, if you're looking at my screen.
Yeah.
You see the silo value?
Right.
82. You see the tax value?
Yep.
37. It doesn't have a price history. What I can do, I can definitely go in there and see how much they bought it for. But most likely they haven't bought it. It was either inherited or whatever. So then what I texted them, let me show you right here. So then what I do, where are you right here? Now I text you an offer. Let's see here. It was mailed in a bright green envelope, dated 6/12, and had an offer to seller range of 33 to 61, based on the condition review. Does it work for you? It's super simple. Like, I mean, that's what I sent her.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'll tag that lead as spoke to seller. What does that mean? That I can follow up on those leads. They're no longer cold calls. Now they're warm calls. Spoke to seller. Spoke to seller, follow up.
So you're working off the tax number, Arturo. So
tax number,
what percentage of that?
Well, if you look at it, it was worth on Zillow $87,000, right? So my max offer was 61,000. So 61,000 divided by 82. I went from 74,000, the highest, to what did I say? 31 divided by 82. So from 37% of Zillow to 75% of Zillow. That was my range. Why? Why so big of a range? Because of walkthroughs, because of wood houses, because again, if it's a wood house, oh yeah, it depends on the review of the condition of the flooring. If it's a wood house. Oh, it's based on the condition review of the mobile home and the subfloor. It's based on the condition of the walkthrough. But you give them a big enough price range that it like usually like 20 to 30K down price range. And if it doesn't work, you ask them, perfect. Well, what, again, remember, my boss buys houses. I'm just doing the marketing.
Yeah.
So I can ask you, well, okay, that doesn't work for you. What number works for you so that I can tell my boss your counter?
So I've got a house here.
Go ahead.
I've got a house that's it's 119,000.
That's Zillow value?
And the Zestimate is 123.7.
123.7. Okay.
Yeah, and then the tax is at 77,400.
Okay, 77,000.
And that was an increase of 7.5%. I don't know if that matters, but
okay. So my offer to that one, again, part of it you also got to know your market. So what is your average sales price per square foot in your area?
Well, I don't have a handle on that. What I did is I looked at the Zillow, and then I bring up the lot lines and kind of take a peek at, what the houses are going for in that area. Okay. He's looking for 119, the neighbor's at 114, but then I saw some other stuff that was showing that at 150 and 160. The neighbor.
So he wants to sell it to you for 119?
119, yeah.
He wants to sell it to you for 119. Okay.
Right.
Did you reach out to this guy already, or where?
Yeah, I talked to him last night. He's willing to do a seller finance too. So I was hoping to kind of put a plan together, at that 119 and see if he'd let me just do it at 5% for he said he would go 5 years. He was looking for a little income. So
has he talked to you about has he talked to you about interest?
No, he hasn't.
Don't bring it up.
He asked me to put a plan together.
So
why would you
what I would 5%? Do is this is what I would do.
I was using 5% just because I was going to say, hey, I'm going to offer you more than the current rate right now.
Okay, let me see.
And do that for 60 months.
So what I would do is
okay, I'm listening.
Text. All right, there we go. Okay. So it's worth what do you think is the resale? What do you think you can rent for?
I'm sorry?
How much do you think you can rent for?
Okay, so he's getting like 1200 right now, but he gets that. He said it's actually a duplex. He's getting 1250 right
Taxes?
now, and duplex, and then he said he could definitely get 750 each, so 1500 a month.
So right now, but right now he's renting it for
50.
12, right?
1250.
1250. Okay, let's go with actual numbers, not future
Yep.
numbers.
Right.
So 1250. What are the yearly taxes?
The taxes were those are 1890 for the year, so per month 157.50.
158. What is the insurance?
I just I didn't see that, so I just put down $50.
A month.
Yeah.
I think it might be 1,000 because there's 2 units. So let's do $100. Let's do $100 a month per se.
Okay, let's do 100 a month.
Okay. So based on that, you're paying, and then of course, let's say water.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, let's work with that $50 for now because I've got all my numbers kind of working with that. So
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So $50. Water is gonna be around probably $40 for both units. Management has to be 10% of the rent, so it's gonna be 1250. Is 125. What else? That's pretty much it. So that's the basic that he knows. I bet you there's no capex, etc.
Yeah, so what I'd like to do is just do an assignment for, I'm hoping maybe $10,000 to $20,000.
Well, first you need to know what is going to be your purchase price and what's going to be your numbers to him to make it work.
Okay, right.
Because
I didn't include the water and that stuff.
Yeah, that's step 5 through 8, 5 through 9, 5 through 10. You first want to get the first number. So, okay, sir, perfect. 1250 a month, 158 a month in taxes, 50 in water, 40 in water, 50 in insurance, 125 in management. So all in, just in cost of running this duplex is 158 plus 50 plus 158 plus 50 plus 40 plus 125. So I'm paying total is 375. Okay. How much do you want? You're gonna ask him. Well, I'm gonna pay 375, which it's not gonna longer come out of your pocket. But how much more do you want, as far as to what's it called, on a monthly basis once you want to finance it to me? You know what I mean? Right. So then again, because you need to have a gap. So right now it's 1250 minus 375. You got an 875 range. From $1, from $1 to $875 range, to try to make it work for you, for you and the seller, right?
Right.
Let's say I want 800. I want you to pay me $1,500 a month. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, sir, because I'm gonna be losing money just getting this deal. And you break it down. Well, and you tell me your rent's for $1,250. My rent for $15. That's if I put upgrades. I don't want to put any upgrades. I'm gonna leave it as is. I might even keep the renters. So I'm paying 158 in taxes, 50 in insurance, 40 in water, 125 to manage it because I'm an investor. I don't manage my own properties. So I'm paying to just manage this property 375 a month. That's not even counting if there's any issues as far as replacing the roof, replacing the ACs, replacing the ranges or the furnaces or whatever's inside, the washer and dryer. So if I'm paying 375, okay, there's only like an 875 range for me to give you where it makes sense, where you no longer have the responsibility of doing all this management, but you get to earn interest on your property. How much do you want to get a month? That's going to be your next question. Because you cannot give him everything. You cannot give him $1,250 a month, because he's netting $875 a month,
right,
himself. Well, you're netting $875 right now, because if you keep all that, like, you got to keep all those things there. How much do you want to be able to have no more issues as far as people calling you in the midnight to what's it called, to fix the lights or do this and that, or like unexpected breakage of water seals or whatever? And if he says whatever number he says, okay, perfect, and then you look at your range. If he says, let's say he says he pays 700. It doesn't work, sir. I'm not gonna be able to get into this project for 175 profit. Best case scenario profit a month leaves
Right.
you 175. I can't do that, sir. Again, I can't do that. Well, what can you do? Hey, to be serious with this one, honest with you, I gotta give you $400 to $500 a month. How does that sound? And let's say he agrees. So now you agree at $450 a month.
So at that price range, Arturo, have you had success with people accepting that kind of that number? You know, it's only $100,000 house too, but yeah, I mean, have you had that experience?
Yeah. Well, sir, if you don't sell it, if you sell it to the retail, you're losing 15% on the sale price. So you're losing, if you sell it for 119, where did you find this lead at?
Zillow.
Okay. So you're losing $18,000 if you sell it outright. Somebody is going to cash you out. Did you know that, sir? What do you mean? Commission, closing costs, what's called discount, inspection, repairs, and time. So you're losing that much if you sell it at the retail. I'm giving you your price without negotiating, but I gotta be at this number. So that makes sense. Again, I can literally get this done within the next 24 hours. Now, as far as for me, my luck, again, I have 2 properties that I gotta look at, hopefully this Saturday and Sunday, where they're gonna be like that owner finance. And exactly what I'm telling you here, I'm gonna explain to them. I'm not gonna work on future values. I'm not gonna work. Yeah, so unfortunately, future values. You know how much it costs right now for what's it called to maintain anything, with the cost of lumber, with the cost of labor. I don't want to fix anything. I'm just praying that when I get your property, I don't get any issues.
So would you be doing something like this and would you stay on this one, or would you just assign this?
Yeah, well, it depends. For me, I'll keep it. If I get this, so let's say he agrees to a 450.
He wants 5,000 down too. He's looking for some money. He's looking for some money down. I'm assuming,
okay. That's when you do the walkthrough. That's when you do the walkthrough. Also, based on when you're selling, I can't really do that much down payment because whatever I gotta put out of my pocket, it'll be to put in the property.
Yeah.
Maintain this and that. Again, right now it's like pulling nails from people's hands to try to get a down payment. And that's why is he listening with an agent or he's listening with a?
No, he's this is like one of the last of his properties. He had like 7 or 8 of them, he said, and he's hung on to this because it's been the best for him. So
So it's like you're trying to save money, right? By not listening with an agent, right?
Yeah, well, and then when you go to a duplex, now you're talking 2 furnaces and 2 hot water tanks, and
so you tell them that, you know what, you're saving money and trying not to listen with an agent. I'm trying to save money to make sure that I have at least some reserve if something breaks. Because basically when you're telling me you haven't replaced the furnace, you haven't replaced the ranges, you haven't replaced the ACs, you haven't replaced the roof, you haven't replaced the cabinets, you haven't replaced the water heater. Again, those are ticking time bombs.
Yeah.
And if I acquire this property, I'm gonna call you back and ask you for that money. Because again, mostly, sir, you're supposed to have a fund called the CapEx, capital expenditures, that every month you put 10% of that, of whatever you get in rent, you put into that bucket. So that if something breaks, you get it from that bucket, you don't get it from your monthly cash flow. But unfortunately, you probably like me don't have that. Or do you have that usually when you buy multi-unit apartments, that is also part of the purchase? Well, I have $70,000 in capital expenditure fund, but most you probably like me, right, sir? Yes, you don't have that, right? No. So then I have to buy that bullet, because what if tomorrow that AC breaks? I'm not gonna contact you. I'm gonna fix it myself because I already made an agreement. So again, these are the numbers that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my thought on this was trying to just kind of assign it,
But first, Ed, before you assign it, you gotta have a golden deal for the buyer.
You have to. I like a landlord that would, like to step in and purchase this.
The landlord has to get a great deal for you to get a big assignment.
What I'm thinking of doing is putting this contract together and and do it for 5 years. He was open to 5 years, and trying to find a landlord that just wants to take over the agreement.
Yeah. But
And
first you get,
you know, and cash
so,
me out with you know, 15 or 20,000.
well, yeah, if I was gonna give you 20K for agreement, I gotta make sure this makes sense.
So what do you think of this?
But
You
what
know, he's
were
gonna
you
say,
thinking as far as what were you thinking of as far as what were you gonna offer him?
well, what I wanted to do is say, okay, let's do the 119, and we'll give you 5,000 down. So we'll finance the 114,000. And what we would do is we would, you know, do that at 5%, and that comes out to $611 a month to cover that, and do that for 60 months, and then we'll cash you out at that time. So, which would be 104,684. So over that 60 months, you'd be making that 611.98, which would be 36,718. And then what we would do is I cash you out in the 5 years. And I was hoping to, so that was 611 that we'd be paying him. And I'm thinking 1,500 for the rent. So that would leave, you know, about,
See, you can't, your investor's not gonna evaluate it based on future rents. You can't put, you gotta put whatever, again, if you're selling me this deal, I'm not gonna buy you on future rents. I gotta buy you on what's there right now.
right.
So you need to decrease
Yeah,
that.
it's
to the
under,
full
it's
50.
underappreciated. It would qualify for 750 aside.
Oh, I know it probably will, but you don't buy on
Yeah.
future. Again,
Yeah, right,
an
I
investor that
understand.
has that's gonna give you 20K, it's not gonna base it on your future values. He's gonna base on what's on paper right now. So again, so yeah, so you're selling me, so it sounds good. Okay, so I'm gonna buy you the paper for 20K down, which 5 goes to the owner, and then
Right.
my structure is how much is the interest rate? 5%?
5%.
Okay. Okay, it sounds like it works. I will.
Yeah,
Again,
and then yeah, so he'd be making, you know, some good dough, you know, over the next 5 years. The owner, he's gonna make let's see, 36,000 extra. So he's gonna end up getting what, instead of 119, like 146 for the house when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
And then the landlord, he's gonna make dough over the next 5 years, about 10 grand a year. And then and so that's, you know, basically what that be, so that's almost 50, and then pull out that 20 he invested, so he'll make close to $30,000 over the 5 years.
okay, so let me just give you the numbers. Divided by minus.
So I had him making like 40,000 just on the rent, and at $1,500.
Okay, so
Not
just
to mention the cost of the property, you know, that
yeah,
that he'll get.
so
The
the
equity in 5
investor that
years.
buys it will be making 13% cash on cash. It's around, because it's only 225 that he's making a month net to his pocket after all the expenses. So he's making
Okay.
around 2,300 bucks a month net to his pocket, not 10,000. Just to, again, because he's gonna, from the buyer side, when the final investment, he's gonna agree with you. I'm not gonna make 10,000. I gotta pay this. You're gonna be
Sure.
netting around 3K, around 25K, 2,500 bucks a year net. So if you put 20, your cash on cash return, it's gonna be 13%, more or less. And of course, if you do put some more things in the property and you increase the rents to 1,500 bucks, that cash on cash goes up, and of course your cash flow goes up.
Yeah.
So minimum on your cash flow. Again, most investors want to at least earn 100 bucks per door. He's earning like 110 per door, which is good. $110 per door after everything, taxes, insurance, water, management, etc. Right? It's good. This is a good deal. Just again, one of the things when you pitch it to the buyer, to the seller, don't complex him. Only if he asks. Again, just if you were to pitch me that, I kind of know more or less numbers. But again, he's just telling you know what, I'm gonna pay you 5%. I'm gonna pay $675 a month for 60 months. Does that work for you? Again, keep it as simple as possible. Don't do data dump. Don't dump all your guts in front of him.
Yeah.
If he agrees, perfect. Let's do it. Let's wrap it up. And if he doesn't,
or how about just throwing out, how about if I give you an extra 36,000?
See, don't
for 5 years.
Again, that's
No?
again, don't bring that up. I wouldn't, because again, that means you're hungry for this deal.
Right.
You're desperate. You already sold me with the owner finance by him agreeing, but now you're desperate.
Right.
Now you're telling me that, oh, actually, sorry, if you do take this, you're gonna get this. That's a car salesman.
Okay.
You're gonna get the wheels, you're gonna get the pop-out lock, you're gonna get the automatic turn on with no keys, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that.
Hot
You know what I mean?
Catanuba wax.
What was that?
Hot Catanuba wax, baby.
Yeah, basically you're selling me.
Yeah,
too
make it
much.
simple. I love it, Arturo. Right on the money, baby.
Simple,
Yeah.
fast. And if he says, no, it doesn't work for me, well, what does? Remember, he's an investor and you're an investor.
Right.
It doesn't work, what does? And you write down, well, I want 10% and I want 20K down, or etc. Because most likely he already agreed on the down payment. Perfect. If you can get it from your investor buyer, perfect.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is manage the interest and the what's it called, and the monthly payment, which kind of correlates. What I would do, the way that I pitch the interest is this. Well, sir, I'm gonna pay you $450. You see the screen still, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm paying you $450 a month.
Yeah, and I got a couple hundred to work with there. Yeah, baby.
So yeah, does that work? Like, yeah, well, how much interest do you want? How much interest are you? He's gonna ask you, well, how much interest am I earning? Well, how much do you want? Do you want 50% of that to be interest? Perfect. Okay, so we'll make it simple. For maybe payment, 225 goes to interest, 225 goes to principal. How does that work? Perfect. What did you just do? You just amortize your payments to the middle of the contract.
Yep.
You know how that works?
The interest and principal?
Well, no, the amortization of the contracts. So basically,
The what on the contract?
When you start your interest, so you're giving, when you told him, well, I'm giving you $450 a month. He's like, well, how much interest am I getting? Well, how much interest do you want from the payments? I didn't ask him 5%, 6%. Well, how much interest do you want from that payment? If I give you $450, how much do you want to put in your interest bucket?
Yeah, because right now the way I working that up at 30 years, that's 475 interest.
Yeah, so exactly.
That's 611.
Zero. Exactly.
Yeah,
so guess
was
what?
136.
If you agree at 50% interest from that amount, that means you don't start from month 0. You start from month halfway down the road.
Yeah.
So everything half goes to principal, half goes to interest.
Yeah.
And what does
60,
what does the buyer say? Oh, damn, perfect. You amortize I'm not gonna pay all that interest in the beginning. Every payment half goes to principal, half goes to interest. Does that sound good for the buyer? For the seller? Yeah, it's half and half. No complex amortization schedules and gotta do that compounding, etc. Simple. For every payment served, half goes to principal, half goes to interest. How does that sound?
And then we get more towards the principal payoff than we are now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Arturo, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
And see, how does it sound? Oh, I'm getting 50% of my payment. Oh shit, that's a lot of money. I'm not gonna give you 5, I'm gonna give you 50% of the payment. But you see the math behind it, you completely amortize your schedule to half. And it's simple. You don't have to do anything. Just every month, 450 goes, 225 goes to principal, 225 goes to interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I'll sell the interest. How much from the payment do you want to be interest? And he sees 450. Well, I want to earn. You might even say 100.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That 350 goes to principal. Shit, you're already towards the last part of your mortgage, where everything goes to principal. You might even want to keep this deal if he agrees to that. You know what I mean? Because your mortgage is gonna be dropping much faster than a regular mortgage schedule.
I want to send you another dozen donuts.
I got these are good though.
I'm gonna keep you in donuts, baby.
Watch.
That's great stuff, Arturo. I'm so glad I had a chance to talk to you about this.
Definitely, brother. These are considered good donuts because it's only 50 calories.
Yeah, right.
And they're all protein calories, which is good. So I get to eat these because other ones, the regular ones that you buy for like $5 a box, probably like 6,000 calories there.
Yeah. When I see one left, I know they were good donuts.
yeah, definitely. And I do my Red Bull.
I never met a donut that was really bad, though. Really.
Oh, they're not bad.
Nothing I couldn't work my way through.
Trust me, my body's telling me, hey, you need to slow down, bro. You're getting older, man. But yeah, again, that's a great deal. Sell the.
I think it is. Yeah. Great.
Again, and if again, always, I don't know who brought the. Again, my rebuttal for the down payment is that. Well, sir, again, it's like you, right? You're selling your house for sale by owner, right? Why are you doing for sale by owner? Most likely, sir, because you want to save on commissions, on inspections, and all this, right? Yes. Well, I can give you down payment because I'm trying to save as well. Because whatever I get, I don't pay you, I can put towards the property. And like you're telling me, you don't have capital expense. You don't have a capital. It's called, you don't have a CapEx fund, right? But what is that? Well, every month when you have multi-properties, you got to save 10% of whatever you earn gross, you put it in that bucket. So that when your roof goes off, you get it from that bucket. When your AC goes out, you get it from that bucket. But you're probably like, again, you put yourself in that position. You're probably like me, sir, right? We don't have that. We run business as a bootstrap. We don't care. Whatever goes in my pocket, I don't manage anything. I don't save anything. So what happens if the AC breaks? I'm not gonna come back and ask you for money. What's the AC cost nowadays? 5,000, 7,000? I have two that I gotta work for. So that's why you're bottling down payment. He's like, what was but I spent something down? Well, I can't do the 5. What can you do? Can you do 2? Sure. So now your assignment went from 15 to 18.
Excellent.
You see, and it's like asking for a reduction. Doing the habit of always asking for a reduction of a price, no matter whatever. Those extra 2-3K that you get more, if you do 10 deals, that's 30K a deal, 30K a year that you put in your pocket, just by asking those questions, just knowing how to rebuttal for the down payment, knowing how to rebuttal for the interest, because you're telling, I'm gonna give you $450 a month, and then in 60 months, I'm gonna pay you off the difference. How does that work? Perfect. Well, sir, he's not raised his hand. Oh, sir, I didn't see about interest. Oh yeah, well, how much interest do you want from the payment? What do you mean? Like, yeah, well, if I give you 450, how much do you want to go towards interest? Well, at least 100. Boom. You just started amortizing your schedule at year, from a 30-year mortgage, you're probably at year 25. Everything's almost going to principal. That's smart.
Yeah.
But for them, it's $100. Wow.
Till he does. I wouldn't even bring up interest till he does.
Exactly. You don't ever bring out interest. You never do.
Okay.
You don't ever bring up interest. You never bring down payment. So again, that's how I'll play that. And I've got a deal. I have a deal right now from another guy that does business here in the Valley. He can't send the deal because he's padding the prices too much. The sellers only want to just get rid of the property. It owes 38K in taxes. So my deal on that, let me show it to you how the numbers are so beautiful on that. But again, if you don't know how to do it, then you're just stuck in the mud. But if you know how to do it, watch this.
So you're going to cover that 38K and call it a day and take over?
So no. All they want is just, they don't care. They just want to make sure that the taxes don't get added up. So like I told the guy, ask the sellers if they're willing to just have me take over the tax burden, and just make sure that I don't add any more, and I make arrangements with the what's it called, with the county to start paying down towards it. If they say it's perfect, let's say they owe 30K in tax, 38K in taxes. Yearly taxes are gonna be around $1,200. So I'm gonna be all in 120, let's say $100 a month in taxes, right? Plus, let's say I make arrangements with the city to pay $50 a month for the past due, 38 for the past a month for 38K past due, right? So now guess what? I sell that property as is, where is, no repairs, for $65,000 with 10K down. Would you take that deal if you're an end buyer? Sure, yeah. 10K down to own a house, definitely. So guess what it is? So then I charge you, let's say I charge you at 8%, let's say 9% interest rate. Let's say your monthly payment with tax, it's gonna be, let's say it's $850. So now I'm not paying the $100, right? So let's say $100 goes to taxes, $50 goes to previous tax. Let's say at year 0, most likely 90% is gonna go to interest, and the other one's gonna go to taxes, to principal. So now I am banking around probably what, like $550 a month cash flow. And I monitor my amortization until that initial balance of 65K matches my 38K. The rest is cash flow. Once it does that, then I start paying more towards the what's it called, towards the deal of the taxes. Remember, they won't foreclose on your property for taxes as long as you're paying for them on a monthly basis. $50, $50, $50, $50, and as long as you don't add any more taxes to it. So that deal that's there for that guy that can sell it at 59, I'm getting it for myself. I'm getting 8K. I want to pay 2K for the deal. I'm getting 8K for the initial down payment. He's getting 2K for the down payment. I'm making 550 for the next probably 60 months. So that's like, what is it? So what's 550 for times 60? 550 times 60 months. I'm making 33K in the next 5 years. I'll probably even more, because if you do the I don't know if you guys know how to do the amortization schedule sheet. Let me show you before. Yeah, I got some time. Let me see.
Yeah, cause I need to ask you about this Facebook stuff, Face.
Let me see. So amortization calculator. So it's simple. So you put how much you lend. So I lend this guy 65, right? 65, 10K down payment, 9.5 interest rate, length of balloon. If this one, I don't have to put a balloon, so 0, because I can go through for the rest of the life of the loan. 0 here. He pays $1,000 in closing, but he does that. So here, when does my 38K match the balance of the mortgage that I gave him? So you see this column right here? So he owes you 55 at day 1 because you got 10K down. So then he's paying you. You see how much goes to interest, goes to principal, how much goes to interest? In the first year, I'm making 5,000. In the second year, I'm making another 5,000. In the third year, another 5,000. Fourth year, 5,000. Fifth year, 5,000. Sixth year, 5,000. When does it match 38K that you owe? Remember, you're paying the monthly taxes plus you're reducing your monthly taxes by $50 a month. So let's say, when does it match the $38,000 that you owe? Let's say in 5 years you owe, or let's say when it matches, like here, this is year 18 and it's barely matching the 39,000. So how many 5 times, you see how much money you made in 18 years? 3,000, 4,000, that's 3, 7, what was that, 13, 17, 21, 25, 29, 33, 37, 38, 48, 30, 42, 46, or 44, 46, 51, 64, 69, 74, 79, 84,000. You making 84,000 on this deal before this deal starts to match what you owe on the taxes. 84,000 on a dead deal. Imagine if we can do 5 of these a year. You see how knowing your numbers and how to put them, how to structure them, man, you're literally printing money. it's so simple. But this guy, this new investor, this new wholesaler in the area, it was a dead deal for him. And again, to telling you, watch. So for him, it was a dead deal because again, nobody wanted to take it. Let's see.
Why you got your phone, Ace? What's your phone number?
Let's see. See, it's the green one. Are sellers okay with investor paying yearly taxes and making arrangements for the past due and paying it until it gets paid? Haven't run that by them, but I'm sure they are. I'll take it on if they're okay with it. Let me speak to them. I'll let you know. That's the deal that's gonna make me 80K. What if I get it? I want to sell that note to somebody. Hey, you know what? You're gonna get future payments of 80K. Give me 50K for it right now. Would you? Shit, that's a 30% money on your money. Protect by an asset. Shit, I'll do that. If you're a smart investor, you do it all day. So again, you see how the importance of being able to navigate yourself from deals that are just not wholesale deals, but they're okay deals if you know how to structure them correctly. You know what I mean? So it's just so simple to know how to do it. But again, you got to ask the right questions. Like, again, don't give interest if there's not asked for. Don't give down payment if there's not asked for. And if they do ask for it, know how to rebut it right away. Put it on them. Well, sir, you want to save money because you're listing it by for sale. Well, you're probably on the same boat as me. I want to have at least a little bit of money in my pocket because if the AC bursts, I'm gonna fix it. If there's a water leak, I'm gonna fix it. If the water heater breaks, I'm gonna fix it. And right now with labor costs, that shading and cheap, expensive. But you see that deal that I just showed you on a property that looks like shit? I know for a fact I can sell it for 10K down. Somebody that wants to be a homeowner, 10K down will take that deal like this. 10K is nothing. And the reason why I'm taking 10K, because the house probably needs another 10K to get fixed. So you see, knowing how to structure the deal, you look at, oh, that house is shitty. Oh yeah, that house is gonna make me 80K in the next 20 years. Right?
Right.
So again, you just gotta be able to how to navigate it and do it the right way. Because again, there's money out there, and you can literally print money if you know how to structure any deal and know how to ask the right questions and know how to rebuttal the questions they give you quickly. All right, guys. Sorry, I got too excited with that deal because that's the golden deal. Like this guy didn't even see it like that. He's like, well, ask him if I can take over the payments of the taxes and make arrangements for the bad ones. They are gonna do it. It's an abandoned house. Pay $100 to cut the grass. Pay $100 to get it clean from the inside. Show it to somebody. Hey, you want to move into a house? Nice area. You're pretty handy. Give me 10K down. I will charge you 20, but I want the 10K extra for you to put them into a house. Yeah, perfect. Here, boom. I know how to do the deed it up, boom, boom. Put it in my portfolio. You see that blue? There's a blue blinder. Where's my hand? That blue blinder right there. That's where I keep all my portfolio for my houses. I want to fill it up probably in the next 10 years. It has like 70 slots. So I want to fill it up within the next 5 years. So again, just know how to structure the right way. Know how to, again, and it works. Again, one of the things that I love about Justin and Claude is the guts to be able to ask the questions that benefit you, not the questions that benefit the seller. It has to fit you. I'm not gonna be hungry for your deal. I'm gonna try to buy your deal if it makes sense. You gotta satisfy me. All right, guys. It was a great call. Again, Ed, thank you for that. Record your call, Ed, with them. I want to hear it next Friday. You know the Buckaroo, did you get that website that I sent you?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Get on the phone, put it on speaker, and record it. I want to see what he says. I want to see how he reacts. Again, every time you, how does 450 for the next 60 months in your pocket work? Stay quiet. It works. Well, how much interest? Well, how much interest do you want from the 450?
Right.
And stay quiet. What do you mean? Like, yeah, do you want $100? You want $50? You want half? Shit, I'll do half. Perfect. Okay. So if I send you an agreement that says that I'm gonna pay you $119 for your house, $5K down, $450 a month. When those $450 half goes to interest, are you ready to sign, or do you need to talk to somebody else? I'm ready. What's your email? Perfect. Right. Okay. Well, I got your email here. I'm gonna send it right now. Let's set up a call. Right now it's 3 p.m. Let's set up a call for 7 because I got a church at 7:30. Let's confirm if you have any questions, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, just let me know. Well, boom. You're doing follow-ups. You're doing confirming the appointment, and you're doing again. You're saying I'm gonna set up an appointment at 7 because at 7:30 I got some other shit to do.
I gotta go to church. I love that.
I gotta go to church.
I gotta go to
you gotta be. I gotta be a good steward of my money.
Yeah, no doubt. I love
so that. You see, you're not just eager for, oh, let me call you. No, I gotta do something else afterwards.
Yep. Beautiful.
So again, all right, my guys.
Hey,
record that. I want to hear that. Hey, Michael, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah, man. I'll just get your number. I can talk afterwards.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
956. 373.
What was that again?
3. 7 3 1307.
Got it.
Text me before you call me because I don't answer calls. Just text me. Well, hey, what's up, man? It's Michael. I'll reply to you.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the Saturday. Hey, make that money, man. That's a good deal. And let's go from there, man.
Thanks for your time. Have a great day. Good weekend, too. Take care, guys.
Likewise, guys.